Welcome, everybody, to a very special late night Kyber Chronicles here. I got Optic here, decided to join us tonight, and then we have our guest, Darth Draven, aka Anthony, a recent Theory Sabers sponsor, here to join us tonight. How are you doing, sir? Oh, that
Pretty
is rocking.
I saw that. I saw that. I'm pretty good, dude. I'm pretty good. Yeah.
Awesome. How are you doing tonight, Optic?
I'm doing great, man. Doing a lot of moving, so I had to make sure the
Good.
back was nice and dark so you don't see all my moving boxes and all my mess.
How
I
much
kind of
more
want
you
to
got
see
left
it
to
now.
do?
How much what?
How much more moving you got left?
A lot. I have a lot of pre-packing to do. So like we get movers and stuff to come and pack everything, but I don't like people in my business, so I like to do as much as I can before they get here. So yeah, I got a lot of stuff to
Totally
do on
get
my
it.
own.
So we already got a couple people chilling out here. We got Artifacts, Artifact Seth, and and then Pop has stopped by for tonight.
Pop my bookie.
So how about we get the little discussion here going? So tell me, dude, how did you get started in the world of lightsaber-ness?
Yeah. All right. Dude, I think I was eating on my dinner table and freaking I don't know how. It's freaking Carly King, man. Oh, dude, I think she was reviewing a saber. And then I didn't real it was the NeoPixel. It was my first time seeing that. And I was like, what the fuck is this? It was like the ignitions that got me. I was like, damn. I'm thinking at that moment, those Disney sabers from Savvy's workshop were like, I thought that was like the best thing. And I had two, and I was excited about it. And then I don't know, I guess I dug deeper and then I noticed that whole lightsaber spinning culture and that shit just blew my mind. Yeah,
Yeah,
it all started
Carly was
there,
probably
man.
one of my first too. Like, I was probably one of the first people I was like, oh, that's really freaking cool. And then rabbit hole.
Yeah, it's exactly what happened to me. Yeah, that's
So
where it all
I
started.
I had a question from Dadawan on Instagram. He said
Mm-hmm.
that, let me get that pulled up here. He had a few questions actually
Mm-hmm.
to get us going tonight. So let me pull
Carly
up
taught me
here
the
his.
Obiani
Nice.
Same.
on
Yeah.
YouTube, of course.
Nice.
Beautiful, beautiful YouTube. So he asked, what was your first saber?
The first one I had is it's over there, not too far. It's the Luke Skywalker from
Ooh,
Galaxy's Edge. I can't remember when I bought it. Oh, 5 year range, roughly. That was the very first one. And then shortly after, maybe a couple months later, I built my own, like a Sith one, like an all black one. It's signed by Ray Park. But
Whoa.
my
nice.
first, yeah, I can't remember. Oh yeah, yeah. The first NeoPixel sabers I got was like a set of two. I forgot what store, but those were my first. Yeah. And that was about, I keep saying 15 months ago. I think that's October, late October. Yeah. It was
Like,
yeah. I kind of
it's
want to
insane
grab
how
them.
far you've come, dude, from like
Uh,
15 months to like now. Like, if anybody wants to feel inspired to like how far you can come if you just kind of work hard at like this craft, this yeah, this dude down here, big part of that. He's like, let me show you guys a little bit here.
thank
I
you.
will share
Yeah.
my screen here and show a little bit of this man's talent.
Thank you.
Oh, absolutely, sir. I wish I would have had this ready.
Hey, no prob.
I'm sad to say that I didn't get to see your stuff until Gazer's interview with Kyber Forged, and you guys were all stacked in the chat. And then I
Hmm.
went check out your stuff, and I was like, how have I not seen this guy before? Like the levels of like Carly King, Mark Starwalker. Like,
Starwalker.
yeah, you guys are awesome, man.
Thanks. You know what's funny? In my head, I'm always talking shit. Like I'm not good. You know, I always there's
I think
like
we
a
all do that to
list of
ourselves.
people. Yeah. There's a list of people I can name that I look up to, you know?
Oh, who are they?
Still, that's a great question.
Top
There's
top
this
top three.
So
Ooh.
let's.
Not that they're ranked, 1, 2, 3, but like if you could just pick three in no particular order.
It's this dude that goes by EMS Self. He's pretty up there. He's so damn good with the dual wield. And I'll show you him later. He's definitely one of the top.
There's a look
Damn,
for you
man,
guys.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh,
Nice.
that backyard video.
Dude,
I like that.
that
Yeah.
freaking speed, man.
There's a whole story behind that, man. It's probably not the best idea, dude. Well, I could
Well-
tell you a long story about that.
Oh, go for it, man. I would love to
You have
hear
to
it.
slow down.
Let me
Slow down the video. You're too fast, man.
Oh shit. Let me answer that other question, huh? Damn. Off the top of my head, it's some other dude that goes by Mal Bogues. He's really damn good. He was really good. And then I have to put Mike Starwalker up there. I have to because it's not just the spinning that he's good at, it's the fight choreography that he's like top
Yeah.
tier. If anything, he would be close to number one because there's always
A bigger fish.
yeah, there is, but I feel like there's a separation between spinners and then those that do like the fight stuff. So I always appreciate people that kind of dabble in both. Some excel strictly at the spinning, some choose to just do the choreography, but damn, if you do both, like, and you're really good at it, that's like, yeah, that's up there.
That's kind of what I like about your style too, is it's not just spinning, it's not just dual like offensive, like defensive dueling styles. You mix both together. It's
I'm
like you can
trying.
see like where you have the spinning, but then you like work it into like the swipes and the blocks and like I like the mixture for sure.
You know, for the most part, it's funny. It was mostly just trying to stand out from everybody. 'Cause, you know, when you first start, you know, and then you're just looking up to all these people and you're seeing X amount of people do one thing and you're like, shit, how can I say this? Yeah, there's some I just wanted to mix it up, simply put, to stand out. And yeah, that's where it mostly came from, the offense and defense. And then I got lucky to join like a saber guild. I'm not official yet, but working with them really made me definitely want to mix it in. Yeah, that's where that came from. Just trying to look different.
So our buddy Artifacts has just lined up some questions here for us.
Okay.
So first one we got here. What is your favorite saber?
Oh, see, I'm like plugged in right now for the sake of audio, but I definitely want to grab it. I'll be
Go
right
for it,
back.
dude. Yeah, you're fine. I'm kind of curious.
I just wanted to answer a question in the chat.
Yeah, sure.
I do not have a mustache.
Let me grab that one here.
So this is actually the first saber I got. A set of 2 of these. Yeah. Probably not the best idea. It's
Oh.
kind of like sharp up here once you start, you know.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. But
Works
my
good on
favorite,
paper.
yeah, this is my favorite design. It's basically the Revan. And it's that's my absolute favorite. The wrap here is just like tennis racket wrap, but I don't know how close I can get. It's my favorite because once I grab right
Yeah.
there, that bump just kind of keeps a nice, like a little resistance versus, like if it was smooth, I'd probably lose control. Oh, hey, look at that movement. But I'd probably lose control going crazy, like spinning hard and all these things. So basically having that right there, Fuck, I just
And,
made a weird motion, huh?
and I
Unintentional,
mean,
but
it's probably really good for spinning too, because you don't have like all those nice, the decorative pieces that look cool, but just don't really, that they're more form than function type deals.
yeah, the control box is basically right.
Yep.
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah. Where's that? I have one behind me too. Yeah. The Annie SE3 I just got. This one's really
Yes.
it's really good for spinning because like I said earlier, when you want to get a catch when things are getting out of control, like that part right there just really hooks in. So it's not like this thing's gonna fly out. I really like that. So and I really like that it's a 7/8 inch blade. That thing is so light. Yeah.
You wouldn't think that just that little extra eighth like really matters, but until you actually spin it, and then you spin a like regular 1 inch, like there's a whole level of momentum you get out of that like light blade.
Yeah, big difference. And I didn't find out until I got the Fallen Knight. That was the first time I owned a 7/8 inch blade.
I
Mhm.
have to ask you about that one because that's probably my favorite lightsaber. That's like not like an official one. Like it's
Should I go
I
grab it?
just
I should go grab it.
I love exposed crystals and it spins and it's Anakin's and yeah, go get it.
I'm gonna go get it. I don't okay.
There's some really good questions lined up.
I know. I gotta keep up with them. So we got Star Wars nerd here, and
You're
he also is not a fan of the control boxes here. I have definitely hurt myself,
I might as well
yeah.
grab all of them.
and I love the Batman one.
Can you
Like
see
it's
that?
like he has
Oh,
the Chrome version, but yeah, the Batman one's the one that always like
Shit. Where'd it go?
oh, and nerd says hi.
Hey, what's up, man? Let's see. Isn't that can you see that? Wow, I love that ignition. I wish you
Oh,
could see
it's
the whole
so
thing.
cool.
Yeah, I got it all flashy right now with the blade, but
So does the crystals actually like do effects based on like the blade, like the ignition styles?
yeah, let's see if let's try that again. You see it blinking with the ignition
That's
before it
sick.
goes all the way?
Oh god.
Yeah, dude, that thing definitely reacts depending on the ignition. Yeah. That thing is
Yeah,
freaking beautiful.
like I was already a sucker for like exposed crystals, but they starting to make a move now.
Yeah, I know.
Are you able to spin that one at all, or is it just too much stuff in the way?
Surprisingly, so what I did was let me see. Oh, you see this piece right here on the Annie 3?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of removed it from the Fallen Knight. And
Whoopsie
then from
daisies.
oh, I did it on no, I did it on purpose so that I could spin. But yeah, the answer is yes. Well, when I took that piece out the way, it's definitely ready. Surprisingly, yeah, I can spin this thing. But yeah.
And
Obviously, that whole
also,
bit.
nerd was curious: does the crystal change depending on what color that you use?
No, so they're definitely the same
So it's the
color
red and the
all the way
blue.
through.
I
100%.
mean, I get it. They're going for that Anakin, like episode 3 deal.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the fact that it moves, does that throw the balance of it off at all? Because I've always like been curious about that.
It's funny. I had a discussion with some dude earlier. I don't know shit about balance. Like I just go for it, I wouldn't know, I'm kind of crazy. I'm not looking for, I believe the term is the fulcrum, right? Like the balance point of the
Yes.
blades and all that whole testing. No, I don't really do that. So that is to say, so to answer your question, when the saber, like the crystals are spinning and stuff, no, I don't, that's not something that I
See,
notice when spinning.
I figured if it was anything, it was minute and it probably wouldn't matter, but I was always kind of curious if it just like the slightest bit just threw you off a little.
I'm reckless, dude. That's the thing about my style. Like, I don't know. Like I'll go slow to medium pace and try to come up with the sequence, beforehand, before filming. But once the filming goes, then I go full speed, like a fool. Like the technique kind of goes out the window. Even my footing goes out the window. But for some reason, I don't know why. I just feel like, going fast and all that looks cool on camera. So I guess that's the goal. I should start to chill out though. I hurt my
Yeah.
wrists. I hurt my wrists. That's a whole nother story, though. We could get into that later.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
imagine that's kind of a carpal tunnel thing after so
it's a
long.
long. Well, you know what? I'll tell you the story. I'll tell you the story. There's no rush, right?
Oh no, we got on that, dude.
So when I first started, I had a routine because I worked out before. I was like, it's those hand grips, with the resistance that you squeeze.
Uh-huh.
So I'll do that for a while. I'll get the blood warmed up. I'll stretch my wrists. I'll do the Obi Annie in like rounds of 1 minute. Pa 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 pa. Switch it to the left. Boom 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 boom. Figure eights. I'll do like this whole routine. But where I fucked up was I bought this grip that I guess it's 250 pounds of resistance.
Oh,
So 7 days a week I was warming up to that, just like too much, and then I was just trying to spin 7 days a week, all wild and reckless. And then eventually I just finally got wrecked. In fact, I actually got wrecked pretty early on. I got wrecked like 3 months into my whole spinning journey. So my wrists have been fucked up for like 13 months now.
dang.
Yeah, I went to the
Playing hurt.
doctor. Huh?
It said playing hurt.
Yeah, it's my fault. It's my fault for bad form and like overdoing it. I gotta find somewhere to figure out what to do. I'm not in pain anymore. Like that's another thing for myself. When I say that I've been practicing for 15 months, I don't even count that because I took like 3 months off, man. It was really sad. Like my wrists were pretty fucked up to the point where I just had to stop completely. And I didn't think I was going to come back, but anyway, the 2 times I went to the doctor, they're like, dude, just rest. And I was like, that's it? Like, that's not good enough. But yeah, I get by now. I don't go as crazy, so I just get by. But they're not healed or fixed by any means. And then I'll go deeper into saying that, like, when I go to work, I actually wrap my wrists for work with like those boxing wrap kind of things. So I have it
Mhm.
wrapped 8 hours a day, and then I ice my wrists at the end, like at the end of a session. So this has been doing that for a very long time. So it's
Dang, dude.
crazy, man. Huh. Yeah.
So
Sounds like you got
got
a good care routine.
Huh?
Sounds like you have a pretty good care routine, like you know what to do after so that you don't re-aggravate.
Yeah, I know. I guess on the times where like things are starting to get a little crazy, which my left wrist is a little crazy, I have to force myself to take a few days off, but with
you're,
everything that's happening, it's kind of hard to want to do that.
yeah. Yeah, you're better than me, dude. I'm stubborn. Like if I get like slightly sore, I'm like, I'll just go do it. I'll be
Power
fine.
through.
And then and then I just make it worse, and then here we are.
Yeah. No, I got to that point. I was stubborn, but like I don't know if you can see, there used to be like a crazy pain. Like I'll turn my hand this way, and it was just a really sharp pain. And then this thing is still fucking wrecked, like at the top for some reason, but the pain was pretty damn bad. And I was getting nervous because where I work, let's just say like I deal cards for a living, casino.
Hmm.
I couldn't even deal with those casino chips without, fuck man, like my grip would let up. And I'm like, damn, this is
Oh,
really light
dang.
stuff. So I pushed it. I was stubborn for sure, and I paid the price. Not the best idea, but it's okay.
Well, you powered through. I mean, it might not have been the best choice, but I mean, here we are. So
Yeah. I mean, I can still do a lot of cool stuff here and there. In fact, actually, those videos where I go full speed and stuff, it's not even like as often. Maybe every 3 to 5 days, maybe once a week, and then I'll just kind of ease up throughout the rest of the week. But mhm. Yeah.
Now, Artifacts was wondering, who is your biggest fan?
I'm not gonna lie, and I'm saying this respectfully and nicely. It might be you, man. It
Oh,
might be
thanks,
you.
dude. I
And
appreciate that.
I'm serious, and like, and I gauge that in regards to like how much nice stuff you said consistently, and then I gotta thank, definitely, I gotta thank Gazer when he mentioned me on that thing. It's a
Yeah.
big deal because you live so far away, and then I wish we could talk more, but just the consistency, and then you having me on this channel. I should say that based on the actions that followed the compliments is where I'll have to put that biggest fan title, like what has become of these things. So yeah,
Well, dude,
I
I
believe so.
appreciate that so much. Like, and it's no problem at all because like your stuff is always awesome, and I always told you, like, I knew you filled a niche that Theory didn't think about. Like, you are literally a Batu specific like lightsaber spinner.
Oh,
Like, he never thought about that, and there you go. Like, he's just like, oh, well, that's a whole, like, there's so many photo opportunities, like there's so much promotion, like it just it writes itself. And I figured once he kind of saw that, like, oh, like light bulb go off, and here we are.
funny. It's funny you mentioned that. I mean, I could thank him over and over and over. Definitely grateful. I try to pinpoint exactly how the hell I got in this position. Um, it's hard to wrap my head around only because when I look at who else is on the team, it's really hard not to feel intimidated. People with 50,000 followers, 90,000 followers, and then also, to be honest, like, it was Cantina Talks. I had asked him, like, dude, how long you been doing, your YouTube thing? And when he said 10 years, I was like, fuck. Like, I bow down to, and it's not so much the numbers, it's about the hard work, the sacrifice, and the time these people have put into their pages and to get to where they're at. I guess that's the part where I have the utmost respect because it's not easy to achieve all these things. So, but I guess if we had to keep things simple without overthinking it, it's just because I wrote that comment, and this is a good chance to say thank you to everybody that vouched for me, on Instagram and said all those nice things. I literally think that, objectively speaking, that's exactly what got me there. Like, without comparing to anyone else. And I looked at those comments on that post for the competition, and no one really had that kind of turnout. They didn't have 20 plus people show up for them to say, nice things. So I really think that's what it was. I think it was a display of, I mean, and I saw his video over and over. He said loyalty of the fans at some point, and I really think that's exactly what got me here. Well, the
Yes.
position that I'm in. So I'm super grateful. Super
And
grateful.
apparently you answered incorrectly on the question there, because Artifact said that you should have said your girlfriend, and he's going to tell her.
For which question?
So here is his question, though. He wants to know, how do you feel about Pong Krell?
Ooh, I like that show. I like
I
those
don't
episodes.
even, okay. So I don't know if you were even paying attention in the Discord group and the Sith Ascendancy when there was just
Mm-mm.
this long, we all went for a while on whether or not Pong Krell is a good character or not. And it went on way too long. So
Well, I'm
okay, so
glad. Yeah.
basically he is, how much Clone Wars have you seen?
Yeah, see, I like this part of the interview. Dude, I'm not that deep. I don't
Okay.
know how far am
So,
I. It's gonna be season 2. I'm about 5 or 6 episodes
oh
in.
God, what episode do you know, Optic? What episode was the Pong episode?
I think like late season 2 or early season 3.
So you might be getting
I'm
close
like
to
kind
it.
of on my way.
Yeah. He's kind of like this like arrogant Jedi that's he won't ever listen to the clone troopers. He is very brash and reckless, and I mean,
Does it,
he's kind of the full definition of a gray Jedi, but he's kind of a dick. So
they're just pawns and objects. And he wields double lightsabers.
Oh,
yeah.
you mean 2 staffs?
Yeah, 2 staffs.
Oh, well, then I like the guy. Shit. I like him and I respect him.
Yeah,
No, but
he's
yeah.
I get sick. Yeah, those are really. I think it's 2 episodes. I think it's a 2-parter.
and
It's
he
really
says,
good.
yeah, he said gray Jedi or diet Jedi. So for the concept of a gray Jedi is basically they don't fully step like as far as like Yoda and everything. Qui-Gon was probably a gray Jedi. Um, I mean, I'd say probably Ahsoka's probably a gray Jedi too. Who else would you say, Optic?
Gray Jedi. Well, I mean, Qui-Gon. Well, he's
Yeah,
more the light, but I mean, he kind of did his own thing, and then he learned that from Dooku. So Dooku is also one before he became Sith.
before he fully turned. Yeah.
The Quinlan boss.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Nerd brings up a good point. Ahsoka is a white Jedi. Sorry.
Gandalf the White. He's Gandalf.
Oh
And
man, I
then
really have to deep
Artifix says
dive.
all of them are diet Sith.
Just real
Yeah.
quick.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
go for it, man.
The
Yeah, go
Prom
for it.
Krell are episode 7, season 4.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I got a
Also,
ways
so
to
it's further
go.
down there.
Yeah,
How many seasons did Clone Wars go? I can't even remember.
7.
Okay, so
It stopped at 6, and then we got 7 during COVID
see
or
that was
right
a
after
Disney
COVID.
episode?
Yeah,
I didn't even realize that.
yeah, they actually did season 7. Well, other than
Oh.
those sisters, I didn't care for that arc, but the last 3 episodes, oh my god, bro.
Oh, where okay, yeah. I don't want to spoil anything. But
Oh,
Yeah.
I've seen a few things.
Order
No,
so
66.
I don't.
okay. I guess it's not really a spoiler, but
No,
basically
no.
in the last season it starts intersecting with episode 3. So it literally starts overlapping from a different perspective. So if you know everything about episode 3, you're literally getting to see like Ahsoka's like point of view. So it's super sick.
I definitely have to get around to it. I was intimidated by the sheer amount of episodes. That's what's always like kind of held me back. And then,
It's an easy binge. It really is. Like once you start watching them, they I mean they're all connected. You just kind of keep
that's
going as
the
long as you have the
thing,
time.
man. That's my problem. I don't really watch TV too much, man.
I
This
don't have
my
the time I
TV,
used
it's
to.
like it's only on like 2 days a week, dude. Like my days off. And then if not, it's mostly YouTube that I'm consuming. Or
Yep,
stuff on my
same.
phone for the most part. But yeah, I would tell anyone that's watching, yeah, my fandom, definitely want to work on that more. I would put myself as casual. But the things that do interest me are like the Sith history. So the stuff that I look for is mostly on YouTube, all the ancient stuff. But even then, it's still hard to remember. And then I've covered a few books here and there. But as far as like Clone Wars, um, shit, I got to admit, I might be gravitating more towards just the ancient stuff, you know, but
So
the
if
Sith
you
mostly.
are,
Mm-hmm.
we're doing a book club on Gazer Forge, and
Mm-hmm.
we're actually starting with Darth Bane. So we're
Perfect.
starting with an ancient Sith Lord. And yeah, so if you want to learn some stuff, I think yeah, we're on the morrow. And we're doing the first 10 chapters, we're discussing them. But
I
you would dig
definitely.
Bane. Bane is sick.
No, I've
Like,
covered that trilogy for sure. I
oh, okay,
think
okay. So you know about it. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, dude. That's my problem, my memory, bro. Like I read it a couple of years ago, man. I have it like in my closet over there. Like I think I covered about a book and a half physical, and then I
Okay.
took the rest audio from there, or maybe the third one, but I struggle to freaking remember. But
Yeah, like those old Sith Lords, like they are other level when it comes to power. Like, and it's kind of why I keep hoping that we get that live action, like Old Republic series, because I just want to see a Sith Jedi war, like so badly. I always want to see like hundreds of red lightsabers coming at hundreds of red and like or blue and green lightsabers, like force being thrown everywhere, like basically like in-game scene but with Star Wars.
would you trust Disney with that? Because I know that people are not exactly happy sometimes with the stuff they put out. Would you gamble
It
that for
it
them to cover something
depends.
so epic? And it
Like it
might.
depends who handles it.
Mm,
And there are some people there, like Bryce Dallas Howard.
mhm.
Everything she's directed has been fantastic. Like some of
She
the
is
best
good.
episodes of Mandalorian, the best parts of Book of Boba Fett, like that was all her. And I mean, they need to get her directing the movie for one. Like I don't know why they haven't even considered that yet.
She gets
But
it, man.
yeah, like I mean, good bloodline. It's Ron Howard's daughter.
Nice.
But yeah, like there's some people there that like understand it, and just they need to get the right team together, pretty much, and they need to just kind of have like I feel like there was always a nerd in the room, like it used to be, where it's like that person that would like speak up, like, hold on, wait, we can't do that because we did this at this other time. I don't think they have that guy in the room anymore. And they're just kind of like, yeah, that sounds cool, right? We're going to have a Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon lightsaber battle.
Ugh.
Or nerd's favorite thing, we're going to have Kylo Ren hunting Order 66 survivors.
Yeah.
That guy's losing sleep over that one.
Are you kidding me, bro? Like the Wizard of Oz argument.
And that's his response to me there.
I gotta look.
I'm sorry. I'm giving him a PTSD on it. And then also he also believes that Dark Empire can suck ass. So, which I mean, me and him had a discussion on this. I don't mind Dark Empire because it's essentially it was the original like episode 7 before they started doing other stuff. Like I don't know, it came out in, like the early 90s, I think. But they started the concept of a Palpatine clone. Like that's where it all came from. Was from that comic book. And Luke turned to the dark side in it. Became a Palpatine's apprentice for like 8 panels.
Shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, he like buzzes into like Leia and like Han and Chewie, and he's like just standing next to the Emperor, and he's like, "I've joined the Emperor, and I've joined the dark side," and then they're like, "What?"
Why? I don't know.
Man, there's so
Yeah.
much to consume. There's so much.
It depends too, just how committed to like canon versus not canon. Because if you only care about canon, good news. A whole pile of this stuff doesn't count anymore.
Man, I forgot the title of it, but I started listening to Stupendous Wave, one of his more recent posts. That 3-hour one where he's covering everything, talking about the Celestials and Prime Planet and all this stuff. I
Oh,
forgot the
that's
name.
deep dive stuff there.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I feel like yeah, see, having this interview, I feel like after getting sponsored, by Theory Sabers and just getting notoriety because of the lightsaber stuff, I really want to stay like deep. I feel a responsibility to deep dive even more so into the fandom, and I feel like it's just respectful, I mean, it's just everything's rooted in Star Wars, in the lightsaber and all, So I've been definitely trying to dig in more, but I always get stuck with, I guess it is Legends that interests me. Like a while back, I
It,
covered Revan's book, Fane's book. I
love
have the
Revan.
9 Thrawn books. I haven't really got much of that done, maybe
Nice.
4. But it's just the old, basically Legends is where my interest lies. But and then I get nervous, when canon Disney comes up and I'm not familiar with it. Like Clone Wars, for example, I'm sure that people will be like, "What the hell?" Because I haven't really watched it, but I'll get
So,
around to it. It's a lot, but it matters to me to stay true to, you know. I
and
don't know.
it
It's hard.
does,
It's hard
and
to
it's
put into words.
appreciated.
Like it matters
Yeah.
to me. It matters to me. You
I
know.
mean, honestly, like you being sponsored is essentially you kind of being a part of the Star Wars world. So it's good to like understand the culture because it's kind of like if they were to cast like somebody in a Star Wars movie that knows nothing about Star Wars. And then you're watching them and they don't know exactly what to do in the scene because they've never seen this before in their life. And it's appreciated, that you're taking it up. And you're like, it's a lot, dude. There's a lot of content. Like it's not an easy task. It's not like, oh, go do this. Like, no, it's appreciated. Like, there's so much. There's I know a lot, and it is minuscule to what everything that is out there. Like,
Yeah.
there are books, comics, like radio series, like
Mhm. I feel like
I
I'm the
know.
holiday
opposite.
specials.
Yeah, no. I feel like
Well,
I'm the
well,
opposite.
It
I'm
is
rooted
canon.
in
It is
canon.
canon.
nice.
That's true.
But
You're rooted
yeah,
in
dude,
canon.
Yeah.
it
No, I
it's
don't.
all
I haven't
about
read
it.
any of the books.
So for me, it was and I guess what gravitated me towards the Legends and the older stuff was basically that whole. And this was before Mandalorian, the whole mature feel. A little bit more
Mhm.
violence, a little bit of deeper stuff going on, and it didn't feel so kiddie like. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's cool if there's some content geared towards children and stuff, but it didn't resonate with me. Once I started digging into some of those books, I was like, oh shit, okay, all right. It just kind of woke me up again. And that's not to say that everything, that's canon is made for children. I'm not trying to generalize it. It's just in that moment, just for me personally, But basically the violence, that's kind of I think it's Red Harvest, if I can remember correctly. There was a
Great
scene
one.
where he was telling him to eat the guy's head, or like he'll kill him, and I was like, wow, I'll never see such a thing on, you know, probably won't see that on Disney. Yeah.
No, I don't see. I don't see them. Well, I mean, they are making Marvel Zombies, so
hmm
the door is open. I would love to see Red Harvest get made. I mean, that was such like a smart idea. Let's make a zombie Star Wars thing. Like,
Yeah.
It
The
was
only
really cool.
problem was like on Audible, they had this like, zombie noise. It got kind of irritating at certain points, but yeah, it was a good book. Yeah.
now, Artifacts wanted to say here that you got sponsored, and now you don't want to be a fake fan. The type of name 5 songs type shit. So he is roasting you in chat.
It's okay. No
he
worries, but
he is you know him for real. So
Mhm, mhm. No, well, there's a lot of pressure, especially being tied to theory, honestly. That's like
now
a Yeah, it's a
Go
big.
into that. What was that all like? Like the moment like you got like the first notification that something's happening.
Can I joke with artifacts real quick?
Oh yeah, go for it.
I was trying to see how many Sith I can name off the top of my head.
Do it.
I'm kind of
Show 'em.
nervous now, dude. Fuck. Talk about 5. Ajun Sapao, Marker Ragnos, Freedon Nad, fucking Revan, Bane, Malgus,
Bam.
Malik. This covers the 5 songs, right? Not to mention all the
We
modern
had
stuff.
6.
Exar Kun, Vitiate, Nihilus, Zion, yeah. Yeah, I'm getting mixed up now.
Ding ding ding. Give this man a prize.
Just a joke, just a joke. I just want to show that I do care about certain things, you know. But no,
Oh,
really,
no,
there's a
dude.
lot of pressure, man, being tied to theory, and yeah, it just matters a lot, dude. Yeah. But going back to theory, right? Right? You want to hear the story for the most part?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mm,
I love hearing it.
First of all, I didn't think I was ever gonna get it. I didn't think, and then after I was at Saber Guild talking to someone else, and I figured maybe I'm not even ready for it. And that has to do with being a full-time content creator. I don't know if I could do that. It's a lot when you're on the phone so much, you know, and then starting to worry about certain things. Social media strategy, for example, what goes viral, figuring out the algorithm. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that runs through my mind when I was thinking about it. But anyway, it's crazy. What's kind of cool is that I actually messaged Theory Sabers saying that, like, and this was about, I don't know, 2 months before I could figure out, and it was kind of like a general statement. I'm like, dude, I would love to associate with you guys, and I wouldn't even need an affiliate code. I wouldn't need to, because I feel like their company's so good, they don't need help to sell. You know,
Mhm.
I just said, like, dude, like, it would be an honor if I could just make your stuff look cool, your sabers, aside from all the money, just being able to rep your stuff, you know, that'd be really cool. And then they messaged back like, yeah, maybe someday that'll happen. And then
Awesome.
fuck, like a month or two later, you know, Theory made a post saying that he was looking for 5 influencers to join the team. And I swear to God, like I just did it not expecting anything, you know, not expecting to win at all. So I gave him that long rant and tell him what I'm about. And then a true story is, I mean, I have no shame in saying this. Like I messaged my friends and some of my followers, you know, I asked for that help. I have no shame in saying that. I don't know if that makes it ingenuine or not, but I want to be transparent, you know, and I sent a group message saying that, like, hey, the sponsorship matters to me. And I basically said, if you could vouch for me, if you believe in saying something nice. I wasn't forcing anybody. And I just, yeah, that's how I phrased it so as not to beg for something ingenuine, you know, and then lucky for me, a lot of people responded. So anyhow, I was at the Saber Guild practice on a Thursday, not thinking it was gonna happen, and then boom, fuck! Theory himself messaged me. I was like, oh shit! And then my girlfriend was with me at the time, and I was like, fuck! I almost teared up a little, definitely 100%, because it's just to be recognized like that was like, fuck. Now to be, I don't know, it's hard to describe. It just meant a lot to be on that level. I still don't think I'm there, but it's too late now. You know, I could talk shit about myself all day long, but now that I'm sponsored, I don't want to be that person anymore. I just got to go with confidence and just get shit done.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that all happened, and I still didn't. You know, the first thing I did You know, it was see if it was a scam account. That's what I'm thinking. You know, I'm like, what are you gonna ask for my? You're gonna ask for my name or something. You're gonna ask for some info, right? And then fuck, I verified it. You know, I mean, I looked into it. I was like, oh shit, this is real. And then that,
Do you know how many like MacBooks and Inquisitor lightsabers I've won from Theory at this point?
Are you
Got
serious?
so many, guys. So many.
For
I remind
reals?
all these counts, like, you know, he doesn't sell the Inquisitor lightsaber, right? And then nothing.
Oh, I'm so gullible. Sorry. You're hypothetically talking about it. I'm a little. Oh, shit.
Oh no,
Sorry.
no, I get these things all the time. They're like usually like Star Wars with a Z theory or something like that. Like,
The only time I came across a fake account from him or his company was on TikTok. Yeah, not so much on Instagram. But
I get them all the time. Like, it's just like, God, leave me alone. I can tell. Like, your name looks stupid. Like,
going back to the
so
sponsor, dude, my life was actually wow, dude, I made my life like a pretty much a living hell that next 7 days. That shit was fucking bad. Like, first of all, I couldn't sleep from the excitement. And then when I say bad, it's just meant that I put this fucking insurmountable pressure on me. Now I was like, holy fuck, you know what I mean? And then we were
mhm.
talking about that earlier, you know, the level of my fandom and the skill level. And then the first thing that intimidated was honestly seeing the other members that were sponsored and just seeing how many years they've put into their thing and imposter syndrome, that's the word. So I was just beating
Yep.
myself up. But I was those 7 days were kind of hard because I was pushing to get content out before MegaCon. So I was trying to hold my weight and basically advertise and just as much as I could. So I'm digging through, to be honest, a lot of my old footage that I liked because you know I don't have Disneyland accessible like that. You know, I had a small amount of time, so I'm going through some of my favorite vids. I'm slapping Theory Sabers on it, stuff like that, and then and this I don't know how to put this into words. Another thing is I got lucky enough to even meet you guys. I met a lot of people, and then what I was doing was trying to have these genuine conversations. But the thing is, it takes a little bit of time and energy. It's not a complaint. I'm just trying to paint the picture here that I was pushing hard for the content and I was stressing out in general, just trying to keep up. And also, I was lucky enough to have met all these new people, and I'm trying to, you know, how do you say, maintain these long form conversations, knowing everybody. And then that's not to mention my outside life. So things were stacking up on that end, and it just all came at once. I didn't sleep much that first 7 days, and yeah, it was pretty intense, but it was all worth it. It was me burning out, trying to push as hard as I could and trying to get to know these people as much as I could. You know what I mean? Like it was all worth it. I just I just burned out like 3 times, I think, in that 7 days. It was pretty
Wow.
intense because when you look at someone like I really don't want to reference other names. I don't want to put people on the spot, but just other content creators that were already established. I was like, fuck, dude, I don't even have 1,000 followers. I don't even have 100 posts. Like, what the fuck? So my stupid ass was basically trying to do the best I could to fill that gap where I was lacking. I didn't know how, but if that makes any sense, you know, I was just trying to catch up and I just burned out trying to catch up. It was fucking crazy. And it's probably not realistic, but I mean, as much as the sponsorship meant to me, I needed to make sure that at least they saw that I was trying and that I do care and that I don't have the editing skills. I don't have, you know, the reach and all that as everyone else. So I was just scrambling to get whatever the fuck I could. And then this is a really cool lesson that I learned. There was a joke that a lot of people were telling me, which is to say that, hey, don't forget about me when you get big. But man, if only you guys knew that even being on this channel, what ended up happening was I was the one that was in need of everybody else. I was running to everyone else. Hey, can you make this hollow image? Hey, can you do this? Can you edit that? And I needed people's help to, again, fill that gap, to feel like I belonged in that company when compared to the other sponsors. So if that makes sense, the people help me more than, yeah, I'll never forget them. Basically, it's the opposite of forgetting about everybody. So yeah, there's always that too. And then I guess, yeah. Yeah.
Now, they'll be so upset with me if I don't mention them, but tell me about like how you got started with the Sith Ascendancy and like all the
Mhm.
stuff you guys do throughout Disney.
All right. Yeah, that's another thing. Getting sponsored by Theory and the Saber Guild and then the Ascendancy. Just trying to figure all these things out. The Sith Ascendancy, oh my god. It started with Daniel. Oh, I should call him Drydas. I apologize. With Drydas and Osak. Those two were the guys that started everything. And what happened was, it was a dude from the Saber Guild who was working on a fan film. And when I had went on that location is when I met Osak. So I met Osak. I hadn't met Drydas yet. And then I also, Zion, I met him at the, no, I didn't meet him there. He was kind enough to, I met him online and wanted to collab. So that was special to me. That was my first collab. We met up at Disneyland, just me and him before the Ascendancy, so that we could make content basically, you know? So I already knew Zion, I knew Osak, and then I honestly can't remember exactly how that all I can't remember exactly how it all started, but yeah, we met up at Disney and there was another gentleman, Marcos. There was like 5 or 6 of us on that first meet. So us four, Drydas, Osak, Zion, myself, and then Marco was there. And then I don't wait. Sorry. I'm not sure if Zion was there the first time. Anyway, we had our first meetup. Things start picking up here and there, and then it just so happened that we were just meeting up more and more. I don't remember when that expansion hit, because for the most part it was just us four, you know, Drydas, Osak, Zion, and myself consistently meeting. And then damn, I don't know, maybe us making content is how it's hard to say, but I could say that I remember our original name was the Sith Acolytes when it all started, and then we changed it later on. But forget about what I don't remember. Let's just say that we're at the point now. Things are getting pretty intense, and very proud, very, very proud. We're in a position where generally, like, it started with the simple task of wanting to hang out, but with so many people, you know, we had to build this foundation or structure, and that's where we deem this term High Council. You know, us four just so happen to be the ones that put the structure in place, put the rules so that everything goes smoothly. And yeah, that's where we're at now. Got 2 official members, and there's quite a few people that want to join officially as well. But and then there's few people out of state that are interested. So, and then I got to mention this TikTok video that went viral. That probably helped us out a lot, like 35,000 views. You know, there was a Disneyland visit after that TikTok video where it was the first time that someone actually recognized us for what we were doing. That was a big deal. They're like, "You're the Sith Ascendancy." I was like, "Holy shit.
Nice.
This shit feels fucking really serious now." Yeah. And what's crazy is his name's Lance, such a nice fellow. You know, I was riding high from that moment when we met Lance, and then surprisingly, another individual, same thing. "You're the Sith Ascendancy." I'm like, fuck, 2 for 1. Like, this is insane. And then Rupesh, meaning 3 people that day. that was fucking crazy. That meant a lot. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh yeah. What was the question about Disneyland? Sorry, dude.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
well,
man.
oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
no.
I'll go off on a tangent trying to cover everything, man. I'm fucking hell.
So okay, so I guess as far as Disney goes, what kind of stuff do you have worked out with Disney to let you? Because I know, like, they have very specific guidelines as far as like what you can wear in a part. Like, what do you
Mhm.
guys have to do that Disney's able to work with you on?
That's the thing. We don't even work with them, man. We're just lucky that they didn't fuck with us. To be
Well,
honest,
that's what I
there
mean.
have
As far as what do you do that allows them to be like cool with you, as far as like not harassing you guys with the costume thing?
that's a great question, and I'm very afraid of ever saying either misinformation or something wrong. I don't want to give off the impression that we are actively working with
Yeah,
Disneyland or team members. I want to make it clear like that is not the case.
yeah. Sorry, I
Um
misspoke on that
no, no,
one.
no, 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 no. Dude, you didn't misspeak. I'm like very careful with my words. I just want to simply say that we are lucky enough that at the moment, we're not, how do you say, basically getting in trouble, if you will, to keep things simple. But to be fair, there have been some members, and again, I try not to name drop. They have gotten issues, like they've been stopped at security, and security said like, "Yeah, you can't get in here with that." So it has
Mhm.
happened. So for me personally, I'll try to put the focus back on me. I never take any heat because I'm always in my New Balance shoes. Like my bottom half of my costume is like not on par. So I feel like for me, like it's no hassle because I look normal, just normal enough. While the other members look so stellar, man. They look so good from head to toe. Um, yeah, they have taken heat. They have. And there's a little bit of a little strategy that I use, but I probably shouldn't say to try to bypass. But
Yeah, yeah. We
I
don't want to
mean,
ruin your
yeah.
strategy.
I mean, honestly, I have never taken I never got in trouble. But I understand what you're saying about the costume standard, and all I can say is we're not working with them. We're just lucky that they let us in, and
Yeah.
I'm very appreciative of it. You know what I mean? But that's not to say that the cast members, specifically in Batu, like they know us, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
And not so much that because we're famous, because they're working there on a daily basis. So I don't know
Yeah,
if that has
I've
anything
seen
to do
like
with it.
I've seen a few videos of yours where like you can definitely tell like the characters are familiar enough with you that they're willing to kind of go that little extra mile to kind of act like the Ahsoka stuff, like when you like had that like one thing with Ahsoka and like usually Kylo and the stormtroopers and stuff. Like it's cool. They can you could tell they kind of recognize you guys and they're willing to play along a little bit more and make it a little bit
S-
more fun.
So here's the thing. I think Ray is probably the only consistent character that I would know that has seen us a few times, only because, Chewie, Kylo, the stormtroopers, you don't know who's under there.
Yeah.
So I can't say with certainty if I'm seeing them, on a consistent basis, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, I can say that, yeah, it's a positive, the interactions, because they like to be in character themselves, so I think they definitely have fun when they see us. They take advantage, not take advantage, but they revel in it, that hey, we're
Hmm.
you know so yeah, they've been nothing but kind, all the characters, all of them, when they see us speaking the lingo and all these things. Yeah, it's well received, and yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, because it definitely looks fun. Like as far as like because the special like interaction, like the Ahsoka one, like I was talking about, like that was a really cool like interaction that like you had with that character, and it was just like completely spontaneous and everything, and it was really cool looking.
Ahsoka was really into her character. You're talking about the one, yeah, I think I was
Yeah.
using. So the thing about that is, and it's funny too, because I misspoke. I was like, shit, I gotta edit this out, you know. I was asking, I was trying to, for content's sake, make this video, and I'm like, what lightsaber, form do you use? And I said style. Got that a little bit wrong, but I guess the part that I edited out was like, oh yeah, Jarkai, in my head. So I kind of scrapped it. And then Ahsoka just went on, with all, yeah, very knowledgeable for sure. Just really in character, know the lore. I was like, man, very respectable.
That's
Very
cool.
respectable. Ahsoka is another recurring character that I recognize in addition to Rey, because you can kind of tell.
Yeah, it looks like so much fun. Like I definitely have to get over to like one of the Batus one day because you guys just look like you have a blast down over there.
Well, things are getting super intense, man. Once the numbers got like up to like 9 or more, I can't even focus. I feel like a little kid. I'm like, this is fucking insane. Well, I'll tell you one story about when we first met. What had happened was the fireworks show just ended in Batu, and they're all exiting the tunnel. It just so happened that we were at the exit taking pictures with the people, just regular people. And then, we got in trouble for that, but it was epic because I swear to God, there was like 30, 40 fucking people fucking like around us, just waiting to take their picture with us one by one. And then we learned that was a rule. We can't necessarily do that one-on-one stuff like this meet and greet style. But they were nice enough to say, by the rules, that what we can do is take one massive group picture with everyone if we wanted
That's
to.
cool.
It's kind of cool, but obviously the people don't, I'm assuming they don't want to do that, share the whole, because they want it for the gram and all these, for whatever reasons, but I'll take it, you know what I mean? Like they didn't totally, but so that is to say that they, in that instance, they let us know what's going on, and there wasn't necessarily like working with us. They were nice, but they enforced the rules is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So we
Just
don't
doing their
have any.
jobs.
Yeah. And I respect that, but I'm just saying that to the statement that no, we don't work with them. Which I mean, it would be nice, obviously, but yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally forgot. Like in the group, that's a big thing. Is you guys don't work with Disney. That's a big thing. Like you can't say you guys work with Disney. So yes.
Well, I'm an overthinker, and I'm always thinking of like the worst case scenario, and I'm actually getting nervous myself, I don't want to. I'll be honest. I mean, what happens when we exceed 15 to 20 people on a regular basis? Like, I don't want to cause a disruption. And I'm very protective of what, everything we've built and have going on right now. So on the one end, of course, I want to expand. And then I'm just saying that I'm just a little bit nervous. I don't want Disney to change their mind about, everything that's basically going on right now, if that makes sense. That's all. I wouldn't want to lose the right and the privilege to do what we're doing. But we'll see. We'll see. Usually I'm always wrong with like worst case scenarios in my head, so should be fine. But does it kind of make sense? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, it definitely makes sense. Like I get it.
Yeah.
They have people there that they have like trained to a certain standard, and
Yeah.
you don't want somebody walking around a Walmart with a smock on saying like answering questions for
Yeah.
customers.
Yeah, respectfully, yeah. I don't want to come into their home and their place and just act like, we run the show. Nothing bad, I don't want them to. And I can see how it might be seen that way. And I'm just saying this to be fair, to look at both sides of the fence, Obviously, I want to keep everything going, but I can see how that kind of looks, So for now, everything's great. It's fucking perfect. And I'm grateful for it.
The content's always insanely great coming out of there. I usually love seeing it. Now, a little bit of a, I guess it's a kind of a sidetrack, but it's still Orlando, so it's kind of Disney. But
Mm-hmm.
you recently got to experience MegaCon. Just got home. Tell us about your fun weekend.
Well, I want to break it down for you. It was fucking insane, man. I wasn't at MegaCon as much as you would think, but the adventure itself was fucking insane. Dude, is it okay to cuss? It's too late now, right?
Do it,
Is that
dude. Why
gonna
not?
screw? I'm sorry, man.
You're cool, man. It's cool.
So, dude, like Thursday, you know, my routine is wake up like at 9 or 10 a.m. Tuesday, right? You know, and then I go to work and go to work into the night. I don't sleep until like from 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. I slept Tuesday going into Wednesday. We jump on this flight in the morning, right? Wednesday morning. So Wednesday morning, and then we get to Florida like at 3 p.m. Haven't really slept, haven't showered, you know, since Tuesday. And then boom, my girlfriend and I were, she was kind enough to, we went straight to Magic Kingdom. So right off the plane, we went to well, we checked in at a Disney hotel. We went to Magic Kingdom before settling down. So we're just kind of running. Now that's like the end of Wednesday, right? So like 2 days, kind of like that. And then we woke up for Epcot on Thursday morning, like at 9 a.m. So we put in an 8-hour shift roughly at Epcot from 9 to 5. So that's all building up, not really sleeping good, rather exhausted. And then I went to MegaCon on Thursday for about an hour. And it worked out perfect because, you know, again, I tell you, like, I'm an overthinker, dude. All these scenarios, like, is Theory going to be available? Is he going to have his long line of fans? Is he going to be accessible? You know what I mean? Not to mention what I'm going to say to him.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But anyway, I got lucky, and I'm not going to say empty in a bad way, but it wasn't hectic on that Thursday. So I got my chance to meet Theory, met the team, and all that stuff. So, okay, so what I just told you about the flight and all that, being exhausted and all that, and I'm running high on like caffeine. I'm into pre-workout and stuff. So I'm like, you know, and then I freaking meet him, and I think I embarrassed myself, but it's okay. That is to say, like level 10 energy, level 10 excitement, but I'm speaking nonsense because it's been a long couple of days up until that point. Just, I was definitely not myself, you know, but to be honest, I mean, yeah, but he was very nice. And at the end of the conversation that I had with him, like I felt reassured that I could, you know, chill out in regards to expectations, you know, the discussion I had with them. I felt a lot better about everything, and I was finally able to calm down with the imposter syndrome and comparing myself. That's by my choice, comparing myself to everyone else on the team. Just yeah, but I felt a lot better and I feel a lot more chill now. So that conversation, even though it may have not went perfect in my eyes, it was definitely of high value because now, again, like I said, I can finally start to, as he said, be myself. And now I can start to sit in the seat of confidence instead of worrying about stuff that may just kind of hold me back from doing what I need to do. And then one thing is funny too is before the trip, kind of sidetracking again, I asked this dude who's affiliated with multiple lightsaber companies. I'm like, you know, what do they expect of you, you know? And the funniest part was like, dude, is it just give you a saber and you review it? I was like, fuck. Fuck me. Fuck me. Because this whole time, you know, I was treating it like it was a second job, like it meant so much. And I'm not saying that I was wrong in doing that, but I just felt like, what the fuck am I doing in those 7 days after the sponsorship? I was just acting like I was like a full-blown employee and all that stuff, you know, and just trying my hardest. And then my friend gave me this reality check that it's probably just you just get the saber and you simply review it, you know what I mean? So I thought that was kind of funny. that I kind of went maybe too far in, but I don't regret it. You know what I mean? I didn't do anything bad, so. But I'm glad that I can chill now. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean I'm going to actually take my foot off the pedal because let's be transparent here. I have that discount code, and it was no secret in his post that I'm going to make a little bit of that, a little bit of a percentage of a sale. So, irregardless, like I have an opportunity if I want to make money, like to just bust my ass for my own sake, if not for the team, you know. So that there is a doorway open for all that to just for my own benefit, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So
Battle
the
Packs
motivation
relates
is
to you.
there. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna focus on what matters most to me right now is two things. Deep diving more, learning more about Star Wars, and then basically honing my craft. I just got to stay true to that. I got to practice the lightsaber spinning and just get better at it. I mean, I think that's what got me here. So I got to stay true to that. But again, I'm going to go off on a tangent. That's another thing. Those first 7 days, I'm sorry. I felt bad for my followers a little bit that the moment I got sponsored, everything about my page was just boom, Theory Sabers. And I should have stopped to think about, you know, how they would feel. And I'm not talking about like, you know, they got triggered or anything. It's just them seeing my page feel like an advertisement. I felt kind of bad about that in retrospect, you know. So moving forward, I'm just gonna, you know, ease up on that too, you know. But I think my strategy is to just maybe make a video and just put the stuff in the caption. Hey, put my code in the caption, maybe not the video so much, make it look like a commercial so much, but there will be times when I will. So the way that I approached it was I went really hard specifically because MegaCon, because the convention was coming up, you know. But now that that time has passed, I can kind of stay focused a little more on me. But the next time a convention, I think it's safe to say that it's not a bad idea to do that again. I'm just trying to raise interest. So you know, yeah, if you get me,
I
for
got
the
you.
convention's sake, for the next event, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. Like the thing is, like, you can only go up from here. Like, there really is no downgrading at this point. Like, you're only going to get better. And also, really quick, anybody in the chat, if you want a lightsaber, go to Theory Sabers, use code Draven, 10% off.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
10% off. Which some of those lightsabers that can be a lot.
Hey,
Yeah, well,
that
here's
mystery
another
box is
thing.
supplied.
Yeah, like I have no shame in this, in saying this. Like, man, that company on its own was already doing like 20% off sales consistently, like very
Hmm.
frequently. One time I got lucky and found a freaking 30% off fucking sale from one of his YouTubes, like a video. It was like a 24-hour sale. We
Oh,
already know about the buy one, get one free, you
I was
know?
like, I got
So,
this thing free.
yeah, see the buy one, get one free, right? My point is, I don't feel like, I don't know how to say this, man. I'm just keeping it real. 10% is probably not like life change, or it's, God, how do I say it? If anyone uses my code, I just want them to know that it feels like it's more so because they're supporting me. I'm trying to keep it real that like 10% is not maybe much technically versus what they already offer, you know? So it just means it's probably doing me a favor more so. And I don't want to hide from that fact, you know, but for the times that there's not a sale going on with that company, by all means, like go for it. I want you to use my code if it helps. Like I do want that intention, but there are times where they offer bigger discounts. And I would say what I'm trying to say is like, dude, go for that. You know what I mean? Yeah. If there's
If you
a,
want to feel better, Battle Pack said that his code for things are only 5%. So
oh,
there you
okay.
go.
Then I should feel grateful. 100%.
And I mean, honestly, my saber was like, I think like 350. So I mean, it's $35 off. 35 bucks, 35
No,
bucks.
so
Like,
so it helps, but I just don't want to. I don't want to ever be seen as that snake oil salesman. I'm just keeping
oh,
it
I got
real.
you.
Like sometimes there are bigger discounts from that company in particular, so don't hesitate to, jump on that or wait for those moments. Because I understand that lightsabers, they're expensive, honestly, I think, but I mean, I'll advertise at the same time. Like this mystery pack promotion right now is fucking amazing, And I
It
actually
is.
feel
It's
like
tempting this guy over here.
that is a good opportunity to, hey, if you do it, I'll do it.
Oh no.
So I feel genuine in this moment where there are no current promotions going on with 20% off, but
Mhm.
I feel confident in saying like, hey, I offer my code to you for 10% off, And yeah, if it helps. So yeah, it just means a lot to me to not look like I'm trying to use somebody for my advantage. If that, I don't know. It just means a lot to me. That's all I can say. So
Well, everybody should. If you're getting right now, like I said, no sales going on. If you're getting a
yeah.
lightsaber, use this guy's code. Helps him out, get you 10% off. You know, taxes and more gone.
Here's the thing, see, there are individuals like myself, and I believe Optic as well, We fucking buy like quite frequently a little bit of an addiction, if you will. There are individuals that are, frequently buying, they're not waiting for the right time. And sometimes
Hmm.
I've made purchases maybe when I shouldn't have. So the
Yeah.
code goes out to those nice felt people, that are just buying all year round at any time,
You
So
never know when they're just going to drop another saber.
but yeah, I really want to do that mystery thing, I really do.
It
But
looks fun, at least. Like it looks like, I mean, it's like a fun, interesting like way to take a chance. See if you can maybe get you a little bit better saber. What's the deal? You get 5 if you find a golden
Golden
ticket.
ticket
yeah, yeah.
of your choice.
Any
Mhm.
board?
I'm pretty sure that's what the rules said. I don't want to quote it, but I'm pretty sure it said of your choice.
Oh
Either way,
my.
even if it's not of your choice, 5 extra ones. That's cool, man.
Yeah. Nobody owns every one of them. There's at least 5 on that inventory somebody doesn't own.
Yeah, and the higher the tier, like the better chance you get at getting a saber
Hmm.
that's worth more. Like just the whole way it's structured, which I think I might make an advertisement video for that. Only because it really does genuinely seem like a badass promotion, But I mean, dude, again, like what the fuck's gonna happen? Imagine if I got it, this ticket, and they'd be like, man, this fucking guy's sponsored, isn't he? Like, can I, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck do
I,
I do? What the
I feel
fuck?
like they would almost see to it that you don't get
Yeah.
one.
I don't, on the one hand, I want it to happen. I'm like, dude, it's not what you think, but fuck me, I understand if someone was to say something funny like that, but
I'm just gonna
whatever.
take a look at it right now.
Oh, see, it's killing Optic. He's
It
just
is it is hurting, man.
he sees those shiny boxes and he's like, I
Okay,
want
The
that
collector's
ticket.
so
box is dope.
It is.
huh?
It's a cool box.
For the box.
It's such
Because
a
I mean,
cool box.
yeah,
Well, dude, what tier
it's
would you
this
get?
box, but it's all like really glittery. It's got like a hollow foil, right?
Yeah. So what tier would I get? I mean, I
Yeah.
was when it first came out, I was like immediately top tier because
Go big or go home.
I'd get like a cool, but then like I think only 2 of my sabers in my collection are technically tier 1, and then the other ones are replicas. So what if I got a replica that I already have? Then I'd be bummed, and it's like I don't
Oh,
necessarily want to
okay.
give it away. Like I could do a giveaway, but then I'm giving away $450.
I get it. I get
And
it.
like
Yeah, yeah.
I was telling Kyber Forge, like it's content creation shouldn't be expensive. You know what I mean? Like I shouldn't be buying $450 to give away to somebody. As much as I'd want to, but I'm not rich by any means. I
Yeah.
use PayPal credit, man.
I use Klarna.
Okay.
That's my
Sezzle.
secret weapon. Yeah. See? Yeah.
Like, we're not rich,
See?
man. Like,
Mm. But
Yeah,
that's another reason why I was super grateful for this opportunity. Like, I'm not rich, but if I so chose to make money, like, you know, one of my goals, the fact that they gave me that opportunity, fuck, man, it means everything. You know what I mean? Like, depending on how hard I tried and how successful that would be, like, it's a big deal just to have that chance. You know what I mean? So,
the
to
ball's in your
spend
court now, right?
lightsabers and do it too, you know, like living the dream.
mhm. You know, it's funny. My collection's the opposite. I'm a baselit fucking. I think 80 to
You like
90%
dueling
of my
though.
collection, spinning and dueling. So I'm really not that good at spinning neopixels because they're a little heavier. But yeah,
That
most
makes
of the stuff I
sense.
have is baselit, man. But I just got this, the SE, fucking the Dark Saber
Oh,
SE
nice.
for spinning.
Nice.
Yeah, it's kind of heavy, and but definitely got to use it more. And then I have, where the hell is it? That's a baselit from Theory Sabers. Is it-
Oh, is that the
That's
Malgus
dope.
or
Yeah,
Malik?
Yeah.
Malik or
Yeah.
Malgus?
yeah. Well, this is a NeoPixel for sure. The Dark Saber.
Mm-hmm.
This was the, oh shit, I moved my phone. This was the first one I got from them, I believe. Yeah, the
Oh, the
Ronin.
Katana, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That thing is heavy as fuck to spin, but
Yeah,
I kind of wrecked it.
I love the
dropped it.
neopixels, but they really are just fun to program and look at. Like if you want a good spinning saber, a good dueling saber, I mean the RGBs are just great for that. Like
That's my favorite
look at
spinning.
that boy.
Nice.
I mean, yeah, nothing sticking out, nothing getting in your way. Simple design. That's
Yeah.
what you want a spinner.
You know, there's one dude on TikTok. He's so effing good at spinning, and I think he's spinning a 36-inch
Oh, shit.
blade with fucking
God.
and a neopixel.
Damn.
Yeah,
Whack
and
myself in like the back of the head or
dude,
something.
I
I've
didn't
done
even know
that.
that was possible. That it
I
hurt my
was like-
wrist to watch it. I was like, "Fuck!"
Like
But
I'm
he-
6'1", and like I was like, somebody's like, oh yeah, get a 36. Like I ain't getting no 36-inch blade. Like
32 is definitely the preference, but I can spin with
Same.
36. I can get it done. It looks better on camera, by the way, because it covers, you know, the light, more light. So
Yeah.
it looks great on camera, the 36.
Have you guys seen those new NeoPixel blades, the ones that are just stuffed full of LEDs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got one here.
I think there's like 600. Oh, you
Yeah.
do? You got one of them?
Well, hold on. The impression I have is that there's 6 strips versus 4. One of those bright blades, right? Is the
Yeah.
word
I
for
think
it.
it just came out towards the end of the year, like
I saw
last
it on
year.
Collector's Outpost.
Yep, same. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so freaking bright.
You
I
know
like
what's
those reviews.
hilarious? My loyalty is so fucking deep, you know, I don't even want to show off like another company's blade.
I'm sure. I mean,
man.
I think only a couple companies are doing them. I'm sure Theory's looked at them. Like, I'm sure they're probably like something like eventually. Because my only thought is like, I want, do they suck that battery down a little like really fast? Because
You know what? Hold on. I'll bust it out. Oh, I just won't show the hilt.
I mean, I don't think it's that serious.
No, you know what's funny? It's really not. It's not. It's just my personality, man. I'm kind of
Yeah.
extreme. I need to chill out, but this is a true story. Like as soon as I got sponsored, I fucking archived one of my videos. I was unboxing another company.
Oh,
I mean, dude, it's just my personality, man, that loyalty type of stuff, you know? And the true story is my favorite. I actually showed it off already. My favorite lightsaber spinning design, the one I showed earlier, that was wrapped. I kind of wanted to buy it specifically from Theory Sabers, just so that when I film the content, you know, like I'm not lying again. Like why would I say, like, make a really cool video and say use the code Theory Saber sponsor, and then knowing that the blade is from another company doesn't feel right to me. To me, but anyway, hold on. Let me try to
I have
turn
a,
the light off.
I have a question from when he comes back.
Yeah, never mind. I think the battery's dead. I haven't used it
Oh
in a while.
no! I was like, I
That
heard the
happens.
talking parts. I'm like, oh no, is that battery?
You know what, dude? You have to see this hill. It's so fucking nice. Check it out. It's this fucking Beetlejuice thing.
Oh,
It's
that is
Nice.
sick, dude.
yeah.
That's different
That's
too. I
cool.
haven't really seen any like that.
It was like during Halloween time, but I was like fucking Beetlejuice. I jumped on it, you know.
I
But
had a
I
question
ended up
for you.
putting the bright blade on that one for sure.
Did you
But
see Draven the new sabers that are coming out specifically for dueling and spinning, like the more heavy ones?
I saw that one with the prototype. It looked kind of green, right? And it had that what is it called? The Suba? Is that the one
Mhm.
you're talking about?
Like the
Kind of,
shield
Prototype?
guard thing.
yeah, kind of like a
Mm-hmm.
guard. Yeah. Uh, you think you'd use one of those?
Well, so this is the thing, like, and I'm not being biased. That was probably the first time that I ever got like super excited for a saber. It's like, holy shit, man, that's like right down my alley. So I don't even know if that video is still up and everything, but the first time I saw it, I genuinely thought like, fuck, this is the one. And before I got sponsored, I actually figured that like I would use that blade to try to get on their radar. You know, I was gonna buy
Okay.
that saber and then do the dueling and the spinning and then tag them and stuff. But yeah, I am genuinely excited for that. And to be honest, that'd be a fucking good saber to get. You know, yeah,
Yeah, for your needs, it's like right down your alley, like you said.
100%. Again, now that I'm sponsored and stuff, I feel confident in that department to fully show and review like what that saber can do for dueling, spinning. Like I'm gonna put it to use, and I feel confident. And yeah, if that makes sense.
It
Yeah,
does. Yeah.
Yeah,
firsthand
I kind
showing.
of hope that you get your hands on it like before like everybody else does, so that like before they come out, everybody can kind of see one of these things put through their paces and just kind of just get a good because I'm definitely looking into like a dueling blade. Like that's kind of one of the next things I want to look into because there's some like classes around here starting this summer that's like dueling
What?
classes and yeah, I'm so psyched. It's a fencing club, but I guess during the summer they do lightsaber duels.
That is awesome.
So I'm going to learn like legit like lightsaber like dueling styles. Like I need to find a dueling blade because I just got a NeoPixel and I ain't taking
Yeah.
that thing to
Well,
go
Take the
duel.
lightsaber.
well, the bottom line is you can duel with NeoPixels. That's the bottom line. I'm just a chicken, you know, spending 250 or more. I'm not so confident to see it anything
I
happen to
did.
it,
I
but
saw Theory run over one with his truck.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah,
S-
they're pretty good.
Well, and then the thing is, at the Saber Guild that I practice at, honestly, dude, like they almost all use NeoPixels. I'm like the only dude
really,
that's still hell bent on using baselit, and it's just my preference. But I promise you, they perform with NeoPixel. I wouldn't say
I thought it was
everybody,
faux
but
pas or
80 to
something.
90%, huh?
I thought it was like faux pas or something to bust out a NeoPixel with like a dueling group
Mm. Sorry, my blade's acting funny, but
yelling at you.
you can hear it, huh?
No, I just figured it was just yelling at you.
Oh, but I want to shout out one individual.
Go
It's
ahead.
Yahweh cosplays. You know, I
Oh
want to tell
yeah.
a little story about
Awesome
that
stuff.
guy. When I first got sponsored, you know, I added him right away and all these things, but his content's really good, you know. And I was nervous to ask him, but I was like, "Hey, man, I was just wondering if you could send me this logo, because in his videos, that Theory Sabers logo comes out perfectly, you know, versus mine with the black background." And I just asked him for help for things, and I got to know him better. He's just like super cool person, very supportive, super cool. And then when I met him at MegaCon, man, we had a really good talk. So yeah, that guy is just, for what he's accomplished and how hard he works and his followers, you know, for him to be so helpful to me, it meant a lot. You know, he didn't have to. You know, I'm coming here like all wild, like, "Hey man, I'm the most recent sponsor, you know, can you help me out?" And he's like, "Fuck yeah." So
That's awesome.
it's definitely worth a mention. And it's worth mentioning more. What's crazy is that the sponsors, you know, when he said there were 5, I was kind of low key keeping an eye on things. I'm like, okay, one after me, one after me. I counted 3, lost track of the other 2, but I kind of figured it out later. The point is, it seems like everybody made it to the trip to Florida. And I'm like, fuck, this guy, Theory, really picked the right people, because it meant a lot to me to go out there. But I wasn't the only one. It's almost as if no one was missing. Because besides the 5 sponsors, I think there's one missing that went, but anyway, 90%. There's a lot of people that already had the discount codes and the affiliations. They were all there. So damn near everybody was there that's affiliated with the team. And I just thought, fuck, that's kind of crazy. I thought that was crazy. And yeah, they're all really nice and everything too, as well, on top of that. So just got a really committed team, 100%. I thought that spoke volumes that damn near everybody was there.
I was going to actually pull up some of his stuff here. His stuff is definitely dope. I wanted to definitely pull him up.
I talked to him once after SpaceCon. Yeah, it was just a short conversation because I'm from where he's from, and
Hmm.
I was just like, "Hey man, you from there?" He's like, "Yeah." It's like, really cool, dude.
He's super cool.
Yeah, his cosplays are insane.
It's such sick stuff.
What is it? Is it cosplays or is it custom? I don't know what's that
I
helmet,
think
man. That thing
everything
looks
looks
so
pretty.
cool.
Yeah, that's it. All looks very custom. Like I've never seen like an Inquisitor helmet or anything like that.
Did you see the one with the samurai hat? That shit was
Yeah,
hard.
yeah. I had
Yeah,
that one up here a second ago. Right there. Got the Empire logo on the.
yeah. I think
That
he's a
shit goes hard.
I think he's a cinematographer too. So he's very good at filming and photography.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude is definitely talented. Like
Dude, that's so cool.
I know, it's sick looking.
I need to figure out how to make some videos like that. I mean, I can't jump from 0 to 100, but yeah, I need to step up my video game.
Yeah, he definitely like as far as like the cosplayers go, he hired on some like great ones. Like the dude that plays Darth Maul.
Oh yeah.
My God, he is literally just Darth Maul in our world.
Yeah, he's like
There he is right there.
he looks just like Clone Wars Maul, like in real
Like,
life.
He was
yeah.
a really
Uh,
nice individual. So lucky to meet him.
When I first saw him, I'm like, is that real? Because like I wasn't sure if it was real. I like for a second there, because like, yeah, he looks like you said, Clone Wars Maul in the real world.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird to
Sick.
see him like I think in Tony or Pop's videos, you kind of see
Uh-huh.
him not completely in character, so it's kind of weird to see him smile when he's
Yeah.
Maul.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Oh, and
seems
then
like
the
a really
girl
nice
that's
shape.
like
Oh,
Darth
Talon?
Talon too. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's dope.
Yeah, she's really good too. People are just insanely good at cosplay. I'll tell you what.
I need to step my costume stuff up too now. All I can think about is stepping up in every way possible.
One step at a time.
I gotta learn that whole bit, you know. I don't, yeah. Well, it was one step because I have this now, I guess. So yeah,
That one is nice.
thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like a fun time.
It really did. Like the whole like booth you guys had too, like looked really sick.
I was watching Star Wars Sith 66
Mhm.
Tony's one of his days, and I was like, man, I really like his coverage was so good. I was like, dude, I feel like I was there, except I realized I wasn't when I couldn't buy the shit I wanted to buy. I was like,
Like, oh
damn it.
wait, my wallet's still here.
It's like, dang, such cool stuff there.
Can you imagine if they had like afterpay options like in that moment?
Oh no.
That'd be
Oh
like the
no.
fucking end of me.
I just
Oh,
walk out of
fuck.
there just like this many lightsabers.
Oh fuck.
Well, Optic, you got anything else, buddy?
I do not, man. This was super fun.
Yeah, this is a blast, guys.
This was fun.
Well,
Thank you.
yeah, I'm definitely glad to do it. And it was, I mean, it's a blast always talking to you. It's just easy because we talk all the time anyways. And so definitely made it pretty easy having you on here, pretty chill. But
Appreciate you
definitely
having me
appreciate
on
you coming
here.
on. And yeah, and Optic, I'm glad you joined us. And
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
fun. I'm
you.
glad everybody in the chat, like, thank you guys for coming tonight. And most of you, I assume, are West Coasters because you have to be like insanely like dumb like me to be in the East Coast and be up this late. So
Bro, it's not even 9 o'clock here.
it's
Oh,
1:38 a.m. here.
Hawaii, bro.
seriously, thank
Well,
you so much. I appreciate
yeah,
it.
dude, no problem. Like everybody, please, like, no sales going on right now. This man has
Yeah.
10% off for you. Use
And
this
the mystery
code.
boxes are like legitimately like a good freaking
Good deal.
It
promotion.
is.
Seriously. So
If you need a thrill, and you like lightsabers, mystery box.
I mean, I don't know
Optic,
anyone that's
you're
bought
gonna
one
get one.
saber. Yeah. Who buys one and stops, right? Because once I got one, it was game over, dude. So
Same.
I'm
Just like
pretty sure
Pringles.
that's yeah.
Once you pop.
All right.
Well, I like I said, I'm glad everybody joined us in the chat tonight. I'm glad Optic showed up. I'm glad Anthony's here. This was a blast, guys. And like I said, use his code Draven. Get yourself 10% off.
You
Get this
fucking do
man
that,
some
I'll teach you how to
sales.
spin, I'll teach you how to fucking fight, I'll do whatever the fuck. You want a shout out, you want to be in my style, I'll fucking do it. I don't give a fuck. I really don't, but I'd be so grateful.
But it's been wonderful. I hope
It
everybody has
has.
a great night and
Oh, wait,
have
sorry,
a
dude. Is this gonna be
yes.
recorded or no?
This is live, so once it
It's for
finishes.
no, for my girlfriend wanted to watch this,
Oh, yeah, once it
Yeah.
finishes, just go back to the channel and then you can just watch it like a regular YouTube video.
So it will be there after.
It just records when it's done.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Yep. So if anybody's catching the tail end of this, then yeah, same thing.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
But
Good to know.
yeah. Good night to the chat. Good night, Optic. Good night, Anthony.
Good
You
night,
guys have a
Optic.
great
Good
one and
night. Good night, everybody. Thank you for
take
watching.
care.
Take
Have a
care.
great one.
Shoots.
Peace.